No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on last year's national champions, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Stanford's offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Nevada's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Wolfpack just inches away here on 3rd down. Got his man all by himself. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
And down he goes back at the 3. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out. stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. He'll set up to throw. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws it in.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. they score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Hooks.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete to the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that.
Wide open downfield.
Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice...
There he goes. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the option. Got room to work. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Some misdirection with the counter. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Touchdown, Nevada! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire! And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. takes over as the offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nevada.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Stanford, 3.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Stanford! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Turning it on! Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This Nevada offense really has it going. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success, these guys...
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fit it in the window for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
49, Stanford, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Was completed via the screen. Gain of 8. Second down coming up.
Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Let's go. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Tate. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Stanford.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot. To be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking. There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. To the air on first down. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grab near the marker. It's Darrisaw. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pocket breaking down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and... Touchdown, Nevada! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Tate. Fires to the big fella. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
13.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Tate. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Here comes the heat. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll run it from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Field goal is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Now the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He's in open space downfield. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA